What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Skee's Fuketsu no Genki Dama, the Filthy Spirit Bomb, or My Filthy Spirit Bomb as the title is. That is the front. Awesome artwork. As a huge fan of Dragon Ball, I geeked out seeing this artwork, and the theme of this album just makes me fucking geek out because I'm a big fan. This came out Friday, December 2nd. I've listened to it for most of this weekend, so I'm ready to drop my review. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back. Another sweet bit of artwork there. You got a group of people there looking at Skee powering up his spirit bomb. That is just that's great artwork right there. Like, literally great fucking artwork. So let's go ahead and take a look at the track list, which is Intro, Slide, Sawed Off, Human Cloth, G, and So It Was Written, Filthnificent, Better Days, I'm Already Dead, Jalen, A Skit, Am I Crazy, Our Bitch, Unfeigned, Honey Badger, Lone Wolf 2, Dragon Ball Skeet, My Filthy Spirit Bomb, and When Worlds Collide. Now, from what I'm understanding, When Worlds Collide is only available on the physical copy of this album. If you get it through iTunes, from what I'm understanding, you do not get that track. So, favorite tracks. Slide sets off the album really great. Sawed Off continues the album going great. Human Cloth, of course, they dropped that music video a week ago. I love it. It's a great music video. He gives off an energy that just makes you laugh, and you know it's some of that wicked shit that he's spitting there. Even though he calls his stuff filth, that's some wicked shit right there, and you know, a lot of juggalos are going to love that. Of course, G, we got back to Around the Gathering, so been bumping that for months now. Filthnificent, love it. It's a great sounding track. Better Days is the shit. Jalen is a very emotional track. He talks about his father and how his father wasn't shit, and how he wants to give his daughter everything so she doesn't have to have the life he did. And I can relate to that a lot because I didn't have a father growing up. Our Bitch is a different it's funny, it's very slow, like a love song, but it's not a love song. Unfeigned, featuring Hobson, Cats, and Twisted. This actually dropped a couple days before the album came out, and I'm assuming that's Hobson that's on the chorus, because it says featuring Hobson, but I don't hear a verse from him, so I'm just going to assume that that's Hobson that's in the chorus. I'm unfeigned, untamed. Lone Wolf 2 is a very great track, emotional. Dragon Ball Skeet is the shit. And My Filthy Spirit Bomb, the title track, very fucking chill-fold track. Of course, he's talking about juggalos in the second verse and how a lot of juggalos don't deserve the hate they receive, because they always show love. They're at shows, they buy merch, and they're very supportive. So he shows a lot of love to juggalos in the title track, My Filthy Spirit Bomb. But one thing I wanted to point out that I think is really fucking sweet here, again, as a fan of Dragon Ball, if you look at the Z's throughout this album, let me bring that up real close for you. If you look at these Z's, and even on, hang on, oh yeah, right there, Twisted, the Z in it, that's actually what the Z looks like on Dragon Ball Z. So that was pretty fucking cool that he did that. Now, I know on the front, where the O is here, it looks like a Dragon Ball, but it's Skee's logo. But one thing on the spine here, if I bring it into frame for you guys, is there's actually a Dragon Ball in the O right there. It's a Black Star Dragon Ball from Dragon Ball GT, which a lot of Dragon Ball fans don't really like that show, but he put that in there. That's still fucking sweet. Let's go ahead and take a look on the inside. There's the album, the CD art, a close-up of that fucking spirit bomb, and when the spirit bomb is gone, the earth is destroyed. Now, I planned my package video that I dropped before even knowing what the inside of this looked like. I know Skee did a video on his Facebook where he went through some of the packaging. I did not watch that because I'm the kind of person that likes to be surprised. So I planned my video not knowing what anything on the inside looked like. So once I finally had it uploaded and everything, and finally went through the CD myself, I geeked out because the earth was destroyed, and that's kind of the ideology behind that video, was just pull a clip from Dragon Ball Z where the Earth gets blown up. Wasn't by a spirit bomb, it was actually by Kid Boo's Death Ball or Planet Buster. I'm not sure what that fucking move is called, but that's where I got that from, because it's something I want to do. They looked somewhat similar, even though Kid Boo's blast was more pink. Inside, you've got a little kind of comic that plays out. You got Gmo here as a kid getting laughed at. And I don't know if that's him as a kid per se, but you know, there's a microphone there, so he's getting shunned, he's being picked on, or he's being laughed at. So here you have all your credits. Like I said, I'm not sure if he was a kid and he's grown up now. He ends up taking out his anger, killing some people. So here you have production credits for the tracks. Production by 7. And then in the end, he powers up a filthy spirit bomb to kill and get his revenge. Then you got your thank yous here. So, short little book, cool little comic to kind of go along with the theme of the album. I really love this a lot. I'm probably going to continue to bump it, which, you know, Tech Nine's new album drops this Friday. And usually when albums come out at the same time like that, or close to the same time, I always struggle with that, because I want to listen to the album that just came out, but yet I want to move on to the next album that just came out, and it's constantly bouncing back and forth, and, you know, sometimes albums win. It happened with Marvelous Missing Link, Lost, and Special Effects by Tech Nine. I listened to Lost a lot more than I listened to Special Effects, and it kind of put a damper on my experience for Special Effects. Anyway, why am I talking about that shit? We're talking about Gmo Skee, My Filthy Spirit Bomb. This is it. I fucking love the album. I recommend picking it up if you're a fan of Eminem, if you're a fan of rap. I would definitely highly recommend it. He is very skilled. I'm so glad that Twisted gave him the opportunity and brought him onto MNE. I would never have heard of Gmo Skee if it wasn't for that. I'm glad that I've discovered Gmo Skee. One thing I would love to see them do for him is actually release some of his back catalog. Definitely the Android 15 EP. I would love to see a physical copy of that, even if it came out in like a deluxe version of My Filthy Spirit Bomb, where they just had a second disc in there that was the EP. I would be okay with that. I'd love to see an actual release, though, for the Android 15 release itself, but I would settle for a deluxe edition. So, Gmo Skee, if you're watching, anybody at Magic Ninja Entertainment, highly doubt any of you guys are watching, but if you are, make it happen. I will buy it, and I will support that shit. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Go pick it up if you don't have it, and I'll see you guys next time. One final thing before I go, I want to invite you guys all over to Carnival Spirits, where I'm going to host a hangout where we all review Gmo Skee's My Filthy Spirit Bomb. So head over to Carnival Spirits on YouTube, link in the description. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and stay tuned for that announcement.